Hello everyone, welcome back to Bible. Today's Friday is the last school day of the week. Hopefully you have gotten all, if not most, of your work done by now. Don't forget to do this week's Bible activity page. This will count for your Bible grade this week. And we finally finished the story of Ruth. Isn't that exciting? Anyways, I said there was a surprise today. I decided to go ahead and do what Annabelle French asked me to do. As you can probably tell, the books of the Bible is right here on the board behind me, the first 5 books of the Bible. I will sing all of the, I think it's 37 books of the Bible in the first, like in the Old Testament. I could be wrong. I don't think it's 39. It's 39. 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 in the New Testament, because there's 66 books in the Bible. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and break down a little bit of how Bible is going to change a little bit next week. We are going to go back to our brown Bible books. So with the new week, on Monday when you come for Bible, you're going to come and watch Bible character trait video, and you're going to go ahead and do the instructions that Mrs. Spadano will have for you for your for your brown Bible book. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and continue and do the worksheet pages, tear them out, and hand them in like you have been doing since the beginning. But the thing that's going to change is that we're not going to have a Bible video every single week. We're going to have Bible on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting next week. And I will come on and probably talk a little bit more about the story that we are going through in the brown Bible book for the week. Okay, so enough said about that. This is for Annabelle French because she asked me to. So I'm going to go ahead and sing each of the different sections of the Bible, like, because apparently you guys want to hear me sing and you don't want to listen to the kids sing on YouTube. This is what we all should know together. So if you're watching this video, I expect you to sing along with me, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let us sing the books of Moses, of Moses, of Moses. Let us sing the books of Moses, for he wrote the law. First Genesis, second Exodus, third Leviticus, fourth Numbers, and the fifth is Deuteronomy, the last of them all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the next section on the board. Okay, guys, so the next section of the Bible in the Old Testament are the books of history. They talk about the songs of these are the books of history that talk about the Jews. If you pay close attention, or even if you want to go through your Bible book yourself, most of the stories that we have been going through in the Brown Bible book are in these books right here that we're going to sing for the next section. We just started working on this before we all split ways, I guess you could say. We had just started working on this, so I don't expect you to sing this one with me. You can listen and then come back and watch the video and learn it on your own. Okay? Let us sing the books of history, of history, of history. Let us sing the books of history which tell of the Jews. There's Joshua and Judges and the story of Ruth. Then 1st and 2nd Samuel and 1st and 2nd Kings. Then 1st and 2nd Chronicles, which give us the record. Then Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther the queen. So those were the books of history. The next section is going to be the books of poetry. That's one we haven't done yet. Okay, so I've written the books of poetry up here on the board. For this one, we're going to sing. Let us sing the books of poetry, the songs the Jews sang. And then over here, you'll see I wrote some extra words because these are words in the song just to help you out. It says Job the patient, because Job was very patient in the Bible. If you know anything about the story of Job, he was a very, very patient person. And then next, the Psalms of David. Then we have the Proverbs of a wise one. And Solomon wrote the book of Proverbs. I think we're going to hear a little bit about that in next week's lesson. Solomon wrote the book of Proverbs, then we have Ecclesiastes, and then there's Song of Solomon. Okay, so listen carefully. Let us sing the books of poetry, of poetry, of poetry. Let us sing the books of poetry, the songs the Jews sing. Job the patient, Psalms of David, the Proverbs of a wise one, and then Ecclesiastes and the Song of Solomon. Okay, so those were the books of poetry. Next, the last, actually, there's two more sections, but next is going to be the major prophets. The major prophets. So the next portion of this, like I just said, was the major prophets. So it would start like this. Let's sing the major prophets, major prophets, major prophets. So let's sing the major prophets, the greatest of them all. And up here on the board we have Isaiah. Isaiah. Isaiah was named after Isaiah in the Bible. Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Jeremiah wrote the next book, Lamentations. So it would go Isaiah, Jeremiah, who wrote Lamentations, and then Ezekiel and Daniel, who were true to their God. So these are the major prophets that we're talking about. If you look in the Bible, especially Isaiah and Jeremiah, are very long chapters, books in the Bible. But anyway, so listen carefully. And next week, or for next week's folder, I might put the whole thing in your folders so that maybe next week in Bible we can sing it together and you guys can follow it along with the words on a piece of paper. Okay, so let us sing the major prophets, major prophets, major prophets. Let us sing the major prophets, the greatest of them all. Isaiah, Jeremiah, who wrote Lamentations, and Ezekiel and Daniel, who were true to their God. Okay, so those are the major prophets. And then we're going to sing my favorite part when it comes to singing the books of the Old Testament, the minor prophets. And there's quite a few of them. Okay, so time for my favorite part of the books of the Bible song, or the Old Testament part of it anyways, is the minor prophets. And there's quite a few of them. The song would start like, well, this portion of the song start like this. Let us sing the minor prophets, minor prophets, minor prophets. Let us sing the minor prophets. There are 12 of them all. And then we have, on this side, we have Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. Now, the thing that I like about this is a lot of times when we're in church and the pastor says, for example, turn to the book of Micah. And it takes people forever to get there, but for me, I already have the order memorized because I know the song by heart. So I'll just skip the let us sing the minor prophets, and I'll just start singing. I'll just start singing like this. I'll go Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah. Oh wait, Micah's right after Jonah. Right? Yeah, Micah's right after Jonah. So it helps. This is the reason why I wanted to teach you guys the song, so you can. It'll be easier for you guys to be able to find the books of the Bible whenever you're opening your Bible. Also, if for some reason you lose the sheet of paper I'm going to put in your folder, or you just want to look at want to sing the song on your own today, in your Bible there should be a table of contents that lists the books of the Bible, so you can just look at it like that and just sing the books of the Bible like that. So I'm going to sing the minor prophets, and then I'm going to join everything together. I'm going to keep my Bible open just in case I end up messing it up. I don't think I shouldn't mess it up because I should know this on my heart, right? Okay, so let us sing the minor prophets, minor prophets, minor prophets. Let us sing the minor prophets. There were 12 of them all. Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. You might lose your breath on that one. It is a mouthful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sing the whole thing. Ready? Let us sing the books of Moses, of Moses, of Moses. Let us sing the books of Moses, for he wrote the law. First Genesis, second Exodus, third Leviticus, fourth Numbers, and the fifth is Deuteronomy, the last of them all. Let us sing the books of history, of history, of history. Let us sing the books of history which tell of the Jews. There's Joshua and Judges and the story of Ruth. Then First and Second Samuel and First and Second Kings and First and Second Chronicles, which give us the record. Then Ezra, Nehemiah, Nehemiah, and Esther the queen. Let us sing the books of poetry, of poetry, of poetry. Let us sing the books of poetry, the songs the Jews sing. Job the patient, Psalms of David, the Proverbs of the wise men, and then Ecclesiastes and the Song of Solomon. Let us sing the major prophets, major prophets, major prophets. Let us sing the major prophets, the greatest of them all, Isaiah, Jeremiah, who wrote Lamentations, and Ezekiel and Daniel, who were true to their God. Let us sing the minor prophets, minor prophets, minor prophets. Let us sing the minor prophets, there were 12 of them all. Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, John, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. Whew, that was a mouthful, took my breath away. But that was for Annabelle French because she wanted me to sing the books of the Bible, and I thought I would go ahead and detail it out so that you guys can be, or kind of refresh your memory about the first part that we learned. And hopefully we can continue singing it together in Bible. We'll see about that because I want you guys to know this song by heart. All right, so I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I won't see you, but I will be back again Monday for Bible. So I hope you guys don't forget. Oh, and please put your name on your activity page, okay? When you do your Bible activity page, please put your name on it, okay? Bye. Love you guys.